Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A first down throw for Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, 382, Liz 50. Two. Gun. Two. Move.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, Cook. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You see it?
On second down, here's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41.
You see it, you see it?
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now it's Trubisky. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A Chicago 1st down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw again. On the right side, this is Miller. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
We're going.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Listen. First.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves it.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Bruce Irvin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're good. Wide, wide. Move, move, through.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Let's go.
Back to the ground. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Cousins now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Akeem Hicks able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's 50. Two.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Daniel Carlson now for the Viking field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it in with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Miller on the catch over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Trubisky now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
18.
Again, it's Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right, and he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run the counter with Cook. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Trubisky will throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On third down, Trubisky. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it, rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is, first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run it again with Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throw left side, taken in by Miller.
I don't even know why he in. But we're gonna take him out real quick. I need that speed, buddy.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. It's brought in by Kevin White. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Gotta go, gotta go. Move.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball.
I could have sworn I got out of bounds, though.
Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Ooh, if they don't let me come back and catch that shit, bro, I will get it.
Coverage there by the
That's the third
safety,
one.
Harrison Smith.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now Trubisky.
Oh, my.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Fucking up.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, Cousins. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
Beyond
that throw
me.
good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd
Wow.
down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Wide. Lino. Black.
Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit?
Bro, why do they never just keep running? Bro, your mission is to keep going, man. Why do they fucking stop, man? I'm tired of that shit, bro. They do that shit every fucking time, man. You're supposed to keep running, man.
That's the story of the game.
Why do they
They've been
stop?
Suffocating all game long on
What the
defense.
fuck?
They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by
Man.
being able to adjust to
Bro, y'all do
anything
that
they
shit
try to
every
throw
time,
at them
bro.
and beating them into
It
the
ain't
punch
every
each and every
time.
time.
Y'all do that shit too
This was
much,
a
bro.
defense that was well prepared.
That shit
So they
shouldn't
throw
be
the
like
pick
that,
six.
man.
They'll get another
It
shot
worked
at
when
it
it
now
went to.
as this
Come
one's
on,
in the
man.
air.
I'll fuck my
And that
round
drives
up,
coaches
man.
insane, doesn't it? When they
Got
see
this
that
nigga out
happen,
here
it just
doing
doesn't
stupid shit.
feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Trubisky brings the
Oh, let's
Bears
get
up
another
first and
touchdown,
10 at the 40. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this one's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
18. Hey, gotta go.
This might be a free play here for Trubisky. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Call it a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and short. Here's Trubisky to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Ringo, 48. Black. It's gone. Hey, 382. Liz 50.
Following the interception, Cousins steps away to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
I wish when they lined up
after the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
Right way. Let's see here.
Cousins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Right.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Yellow. We're going. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Working out of the gun, Cousins finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And a touchdown here as we near the end of this ball game. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Off the toss, Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now it's Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to